A very good morning to all of you. I, Dr. Neha Kaur, I guess Vijeta ma'am, I think you should unmute others, maybe the voice is echoing. Can we have others on mute? Dhawal sir and principal ma'am's mic is on, so can we have them on mute?
Yeah, I'll mute it.
Yeah, please.
Okay,
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. A very good morning to all of you. I, Dr. Neha Kaur, on behalf of Department of Management, Ranchi Women's College, welcome you all to the two-day online workshop on data analysis using SPSS. We as a human race, we adapt to changes and we have always found opportunities in adversities. And at a time in these pressing times when the world came to a standstill, it was the teaching fraternity that kept the spirit of learning alive, and we made sure that the learning must not stop. And it gives us immense pleasure to say that today we have amongst us researchers, scholars, and academicians from different parts of the nation. And this is testimony to the fact that we don't want to stop learning despite these trying times. We are indeed grateful and really thankful that we have amongst us two experts, two resource persons, Dr. Dhaval Mehta and Dr. Hitesh Parmar, who kindly consented to be part of the event and for sparing time with us. In this two-day event, they will be sharing their knowledge and giving valuable insights regarding SPSS and data analysis. So with this, I would first like to invite our Honorable Principal of the College, Dr. Shamsun Nihar, to kindly address the participants and extend her welcome to them. Ma'am, please.
Thank you, Neha. Okay, good morning to all of you present here in this virtual platform. I, Dr. Shamsun Nihar, Principal, Ranchi Women's College, welcome you all in this two-day online workshop on data analysis through SPSS. Ranchi Women's College is one of the premier college of Jharkhand and has always taken stride in organizing various conferences, seminars, workshops, and other programs in the interest of students and faculties. So this SPSS program has been arranged by the management department of our college. As we all know that in today's world, data has become one of the most important and valuable commodity. And data is being collected in each and every field, whether it is science, arts, law, health, management, marketing, etc. So the whole world is flooding with data, but the data has got no meaning until managed. So no significance. So it's necessary to analyze data. Very much analyze. So we are organizing the 2 days workshop on data analysis through SPSS. And SPSS is nothing but a set of software programs that are combined together in a single package, the full form of which is Statistical Package for Social Science. The basic application of this program is I'm audible?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. Okay, thank you. So an SPC is nothing but a set of software programs that are combined together in a single package, the full form of which is a statistical program for social sciences. The basic application of this program is to analyze scientific data related to social sciences, and this data can be used for market research, surveys, data mining, etc. The beauty of this software is that it is easy to use and it is reliable and fast. I won't go in detail because here we have two resource persons who are master in this software. And one is Dr. Dhaval Mehta, who is assistant professor in the Department of Business and Industrial Management in Veer Nirmad South Gujarat University, Surat. And another one is Dr. Harish Mehta, I think so.
Ma'am, Dr. Hitesh Parmar.
Sorry, Dr. Hitesh, I'm very sorry. Dr. Hitesh Parmar, who is assistant professor in PG Department of Business Management, Sardar Patel University, Gujarat. He has also a large number of books to his credit and has trained a large number of faculties and other persons. Both of them have written a large number of books, and they have trained a large number of persons and faculties and teachers in different fields. So, so I'm feeling honored to welcome both of you here in this 2 days online workshop. I'm glad to find that there are large number of participants who are eager to learn more about this software. And this software and this large number indeed depicts the popularity of this program. And it goes to Dr. and her team, and all the faculty members of Management Department of Ranchi Women's College. So kudos to Vijeta, Neha, Priyanka, Shalini, Surbhi, Vidya, Santoshi, and all the members who are directly or indirectly involved in the arrangement of this program. So on behalf of my college, welcome all the participants. I also see a large number of teachers of my college have joined this workshop. So I also welcome them, and their numbers of the program. So all the best to all of you. And at the end, I wish for a successful conduction of this 2 day is already known to all of you. It was given in the brochure, and the workshop, and I hope that the workshop will prove beneficial and fruitful for the participants. And after 2 days of this enriching program, they will find themselves enriched, equipped, refined, and refreshed. Thank you. Thank you all. So
Thank you so much,
Neha.
Thank you so much, ma'am. That was really very insightful, and thank you for being a constant source of encouragement and support for us. And you've always very supportive with any kind of initiative that is brought to you, and you always give a nod to it. And we really appreciate your efforts in encouraging us all the way. Thank you so much, ma'am. Now, with
Ma'am,
this,
thank you so much for being the coolest principal we ever had. Thank you, ma'am. Over to Neha.
Yeah. With this, we move forward with the session, and I'm really glad that in this particular session, we already have our first expert, our resource person who joined us, Dr. Dhaval Mehta. Ma'am has already given a short introduction about him, but I would like to give it in a little detail. Introducing Dr. Dhaval Mehta to you. Dr. Dhaval Mehta is a doctorate in management and currently working as an assistant professor in the Department of Business and Industrial Management at Veer Narmad South Gujarat University, Surat. He has 20 years of postgraduate teaching experience. He has presented and published 30 research papers in international and national conferences. He has been the key resource person for research methodology workshops organized at various levels, including NITs. He has also published a book on data analysis using Minitab software, data and statistical analysis using R software, machine learning using R for data analysis. He has organized various faculty development programs on data analysis using SPSS, MOS, Minitab, eViews, R software, RRattle, MATLAB, Design Expert, Tora, Orange, and the list goes on. He has trained more than 7,000 faculty members for various research softwares. So we sincerely hope and wish that you all have a very good learning experience, and this 2-day workshop turns out to be very fruitful and rewarding experience for all of you. So without further delay, I would now invite Ms. Vijeta to take it up from here, and she'll be the moderator for the first session. So, Ms. Vijeta, over to you.
Thank you so much, Neha ma'am. We'll be starting the workshop from now onwards. So, Dhaval Mehta sir, are we ready for the workshop? Can we start it now?
Yeah, we can start. We can start.
Okay, sir.
There are some faculties which are waiting in WhatsApp group, I can see.
Yes, sir. Waiting in WhatsApp group for what, sir? Just let me see. What's the problem?
A and C, please allow the entry and or please provide the link.
YouTube streaming.
Anyway,
We're just starting the YouTube streaming. It was it is in the process. We're just starting it, and it will be streamed live. Although every session is being recorded, everything will be recorded and sent to everyone present in the meeting and whoever have registered for the meeting. So we will be sending the recordings also.
Okay, so shall I start my session?
Yes, sir.
Is my screen visible?
Yes, sir. It is visible. I'll just change the layout. Okay. Screen.
Participants, is my screen visible? Just write down in the chat box. Write down in chat box. Yes, fine. Okay, now what is my pedagogy? Listen to me very carefully. How will I go? Okay, listen carefully. What will be my pedagogy? The pedagogy will be, I will be monitoring the chat box. Whatever command which I give in SPSS, you have to just write down 4-letter words, done, 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 so that I can understand what is happening at your end. In case anybody is facing a problem, you will have to take a screenshot of that and you will put it in the WhatsApp group. Got it? Is my instruction clear? If you face any problem in the command, take the screenshot and put it in the WhatsApp group. Clear? So there are three things will be working simultaneously. First, the chat box. Second, the screen. And third is your WhatsApp group. Okay? So that I can come to know what is happening at your end. So with this set of instruction, I am starting the SPSS workshop. So I will start the thing from a very basic thing, from framing a questionnaire. Okay, from framing a questionnaire. Now in this case, what are the things which we ask normally is name. Okay, name. You don't do anything. Please don't do anything. I will tell you from where you have to start. right? Then you ask the gender, male and female. Then you ask age of the respondent, age of the respondent. Either it is in direct, tell me your years, or you ask it in another way, and the way is you give the groups. What are the groups which you specify? 15 to 25 years, then 26 to 35 years, then 36 to 45 years. Okay, so you start with that way. Next thing which you go for is occupation of the respondent. Occupation. So here you give the options like salaried. I'm just giving a simple example, salaried, then professional and self-employed. Then you give the option of education. And education is, I just say UG, G and PG, just graduate in that way. Then I ask something on a particular statement that, for example, this product is user friendly. Just I'm trying to give you a small example, user friendly. And you specify the options on, for example, Likert scale, strongly disagree, disagree, neutral, agree, and strongly agree. So a very small example we are taking. Right. Now we have to enter this whole thing into SPSS. First thing is SPSS will never understand the text, and therefore it requires only numbers. And so from here it requires that you code something. You start coding. So I say male is 1 and female is 0. There is no concept why female is 0, male is 1. There is no such concept. The only thing is you should be clear in the codes that you can also use female too. Okay. Now here I can go for direct number, that is age specified as 32 years, or I can also tick here, right? So when I'm using such, then I'll say for 15 to 20 years, my code is 1. For 26 to 35, my code is 2. For 36 to 45, my code is 3. Here also I will have to use the code 1, 2, and 3. Okay. Here for UG 1, for G 1, sorry, 2, for PG 3. Similarly, here also I will have to do the coding 1, 2, 3, 4, and 5. Right. Now your work starts. All of you open the Excel sheet, and as soon as it is open, write down done. Open the Excel sheet. Please open the Excel sheet. If you have opened it, just write down done fast. Only 2 people have opened it. Only 2. I want more people. Please write down done. Okay, very nice. Please write down done. It is a 4-letter word for you, but I am able to know what is happening at your end. If you face any problem, just write down in the chat box. My chat box is on. Okay, fine. Now, the same thing which we had done in Word, I want to put this data into Excel, and through this Excel, we will import the data into SPSS. Why we are doing such way? Why we are not directly working on Excel or directly working on SPSS? Because if you work in Excel, then you have the compatibility of using Excel in any other software, right? But if you directly start using on SPSS, the compatibility is less. SPSS is not compatible with other softwares, but Excel is definitely compatible with many other softwares. Other thing is you can also use Excel for data filtering, and there are many advantages to enter the data first in Excel. So with this, let us first say ID, that is the what number the respondent is, the name of the respondent. Okay, start writing. All of you start doing it. Please start doing it. Please start doing it. Okay. Then comes the gender. Then comes the gender. Okay. Then what is next? The next is age. Age. Then it is, I will write age in both the ways. Age in groups. Okay. We will write age in both the ways because I want to give some meaning to it. If the age is in continuous scale, I want to have a grouping variable. I will convert it into the grouping variable. Okay. Then occupation. Then don't leave space here in groups. Okay. Age, occupation. Then comes education. And then comes about the product. Okay. So everything has been entered into SPSS. Please write down, if you have cleared this up till this, write down done. Write down done. Please, I request all of you write down done because I can see that what is happening at your end. This is my pedagogy. Please. Now, let us say there is a first participant which is entering, and I want that the data should be entered into this format only because the SPSS can understand this format only, right? See the form. How the form is, the form in the form, the variables are, you can say, horizontal, but here sorry, in the form the chronology is like this, but in this case we are taking everything in the row format. Now there is a first respondent whose name is, for example, Mahesh. Gender is male. Wait a minute, you don't do anything. Male, right? The first thing is, never do the mistake of entering the text directly into Excel. Don't do that because you will face a lot of problem while importing. I am repeating again, please be very careful. Don't do the mistake of writing the age directly, sorry, writing the text directly into Excel, because if you will do this, you will face lot of problem in importing, right? Don't do this mistake. So instead of this, what you will do, you will use the codes. So what are the codes? Male is 1, age 32, age group. Okay, if it is age group is 1, which age group? I am talking about this age group, 15 to 25. I'm just taking randomly, okay? 15 to 25, graduate. So it is 2, sorry, occupation is 1, postgraduate 3. Does he like the product? Yes, 5. Be ready with this much thing. Okay, be ready with this much thing. Done? All of you are ready? Please say yes or no. Done? Right. Now there is a second participant. Okay. There is a second participant. Age group 2 is not relevant. No, don't think about that I am matching 32 with 1. Don't think that I am matching 32 with 1. Don't think that way. Okay, if you feel you want to keep it 2, fine. Let us keep it 2. Fine. Keep it 2. Okay, keep it 2. Now there is another participant which is Ramesh. Gender 0. Sorry, it is Geeta. Gender 0, age 45, age group 3, occupation 2, education 2, product 4. Like or agree or strongly. So 4 is for agree. You can see the codes which are there. The codes for agreement is 4. You must use these codes only. Okay? You must use these codes only. Now, let us do deliberately some mistake. Deliberately, we are doing some mistake. And let us see what can Excel identify the mistake or not. Okay, deliberately we are doing some mistake. So the third participant is we are entering completely wrong data. Okay, and let us see is SPSS able to detect the error. So here I am saying Ramesh and I am entering the wrong code 2. Okay, all of you enter wrong. It is wrong. Let us say what SPSS can detect it or not. Let us see. Then age is 40. Age group is 5. Occupation is 4. All these data are wrong. Okay. And 4 and this as 6. The entire third row is having a wrong data. Right. Now let us save this file. So from where I will save? File. All of you go there. File. Save as Excel workbook. Excel workbook. Okay. And I will just save the file. You can also save the file as demo. You can give any name. It is demo. Save it. Is it done? Please check all of you. Is it done? Please write down in the chat box. Done. Okay. Now open SPSS. Open SPSS. Are you getting this window? Are you on this window? Please check. Are you on this window? Check it and close it. You should get this window. You should get this window, right? Is it there? All of you? Please write down. No, Monica Kumari is facing a problem. Yes, Monica Kumari, we are waiting for you. Yes, Shipra Kumari, we are waiting for you. You are not getting this window? Monica Kumari, Shipra Kumari, why? You did not download SPSS? You did not download the SPSS? It is opening, sir. Okay. Shipra Kumari is saying it is opening, sir. Got that. Fine. Shipra Kumari has got it. Meena Kumari, please tell me. Did you got it? Meena Kumari, we are waiting for you. We are not at all in hurry. Okay. We are not at all in hurry. Sorry, not Meena Kumari. Monica Kumari. Monica Kumari, we are waiting for you. Sir, variable name you have entered manually. We have not done anything right now, Varun Kumar Rai. We have not done anything right now. Wait for it. Okay. Just wait for it. Mr. Varun Kumar, wait for it. Okay. Sir, how to download free SPSS? Aishwarya ji, we are giving these instructions from last 2 days. So at present, just enjoy the lecture. In the lunch time, please download it. Okay. Those who have missed the bus or those who have not downloaded, for them I am showing how to download. Be with me, all of you. You please don't download right now. Please do this work in your lunch break. Okay, so wait a minute. You should go from here, Google, right? It is very simple. Just write down SPSS trial version. Okay, so you can go here, SPSS trials, and here statistics for free. Just go here and write down your email, right? And it will give you free version for 15 days. We are working on trial version, right? Let us come back here. We are here. Now see, the SPSS will get two: data view and variable view. Now, if you import the data, which we have entered manually into Excel, let us see what happens. Okay, let us see what happens. So all of you go in file, please go there, file. Okay, import the data from Excel. Got it? Did you got it? Did you got it? Please. Now click on the demo file which we have created and write it down, open. Okay. So it will ask you some questions. Is it asking you some questions? Are you on the same page with me? Just write down in the chat box, done. Please write down in the chat box if you are here, done. If you want repeat, you write down repeat. Okay. Got it? Please say, please write something in the chat box. No, don't write done in the WhatsApp. Please don't write WhatsApp in WhatsApp. Write down in the chat box of this WebEx only. Don't write in WhatsApp. Write down here. Nobody is getting it. Nobody has written any message. Nobody is getting it. Okay, done. Got it. Now see what will happen here. Sir, I got it. I am on this page only. Okay, fine. It's really nice. Now see what happens if I just untick this. Don't normally untick this, but see what this means, that the first line is a variable line, and it is very nice for us that it has detected on its own that the first line, if it is an older version, it is fine, not to worry. Just click OK and you will be able to, repeat again. I'm repeating again. From where to go? File, import the data, and Excel. Okay. Click on the file which we have created manually, open. Okay. The data has been detected. Just click OK. Just click OK. Did you got this? Please say yes or no. Did you got this? You will get this thing in the data view. Right? Right? You are not getting data import options. Probably you must be using the older versions. So in that case, all those who are using older versions, don't worry. From where you have to go? Older versions, open. Please be with me. Those who are using older versions, don't do anything. Those who have got this, fine. Those who are not getting, or you are using older versions, for them, the command is file, open, data. Be with me. So you will get this. who was not getting? There were two people who were not getting it. Yes, Dolly Kumar. No, Dolly Kumari was getting. Suchi Sweta, for you. Suchi Sweta and other person was Sinu Josh. Sinu Josh for you. Okay, Sinu Josh, and so now just drop this box. Just drop this box and activate XLS file. Activate the XLS file. Okay. From here, activate the XLS file. Now here, click demo and open. And you will be again on the same page with us. So Dolly Kumari ji, you got it? And Sinu Josh, did you got it? Just write down in the chat box. Repeat, please, Swati ma'am. See, it is very simple. File, open, data, right? And from here, activate the Excel, this Excel, because it is an Excel file, and click on demo, and you will be able to get it. Work? Is it clear? Fine. Dolly Kumari has got it. Now see, SPSS does not still it does not know what is 1, what is 0, what all these things are. Now we should never work on names, because we are not going to analyze. Sir, Excel file not opening. It is so simple. Suchi Sweta, do one thing. Take the screenshot and put it on the WhatsApp. Suchi Sweta, that what is happening? Please tell me. Okay, Suchi Sweta, I am monitoring the WhatsApp. Okay, for others. Now, we never analyze the name, that how many Mahesh are there, how many Geeta are there. We are not concerned about it. So first of all, remove the name. How can I remove the variable? I can remove the name from, just go here and right click it and clear, and the variable is gone. Do it. Right click and clear. Right click and clear. Do it. Done. Only Pali Gaur is able to do it. Others, Linda.Smita, Rajan Jha, done. Rajbir Saha, done. Chaya, Varun Kumari, good. Done. Anita, done. Fine. Others still facing problem. Hardly everybody is able to do it. Now, we have to, first we coded it. Okay. Now we have to decode it. Now decode it in the sense that now we will have to give name to this numbers, that what are these numbers. So all of you now go in variable view. Go in variable view. Please go in variable view, and you can see the variables which are there. Is it clear? The variables which are there. Go in variable. Done? Are you in the variable view? Fine. Now we want to do the coding of it. So click here. Just click on this cell and 3 dots will appear. 3 dots will appear. Click on these 3 dots. A window will appear. Got this window? Got this window? Value labels? Yes. Now 1 is male. Okay. Yes, Sipra Kumari ji, I am repeating for you. Sipra Kumari ji, see, at present, nothing will be there. Go in values in the row of gender only. Go in gender row only, ma'am. Okay. And click here in this cell. 3 dots will appear. Yes, Hardil Noor Singh, listen carefully. Go in gender. And in gender, go in values. And in values, when you click, 3 dots will appear. Click on it. A window will appear. Now, 1 is male, as what has been coded here. Okay. 1 is male. Add. 1 is male. Add. And 0 is female. Add. Please complete this process, all of you. Please complete this process, all of you. Is it done? Write down in the chat box, not in WhatsApp group. Please don't write anything in WhatsApp group. Shweta, yeah, Shweta. Shweta ma'am, Suchi Shweta. Suchi Shweta, please listen carefully. Suchi Shweta, please listen carefully. For you, Suchi Shweta ma'am, file, open, data, right? Now, I have told you that this is Excel, but ma'am, you are in my documents. You are in my documents. I don't know where you have saved the file. Please activate the place where you have saved the file. Is it on D drive? Is it on E drive? Where did you save it? I don't know. Okay. So please change the location from here. Done. Okay. Suchishwita has cleared it. Very nice. Good. Very nice. Good. So now all of you are on the same page with me. Normally, these are the teaching problems which happen for 20-25 minutes. And after that, it is my experience, everybody will come on the same page. And then you will be running ahead of me. Okay, fine. So the coding of the gender is complete. Now the age which is in continuous, we will not do anything on it. The age which is in continuous, we will not do any changes on it, right? But age which is in groups, we require a coding. Okay, so now go in the row of age, click on it, right? Click on it. So 1 is for, now listen carefully. Here I am having the liberty to write 15 to 25 years. Okay, I can write this way. I can write down like this way also, less than 25 years. Okay, I can also write down this thing, same thing as 15 to 25 years. Whatever you feel comfortable, you can write out. So I am using 15 to 25 years. Add 2. Two. 26 to 35 years. Add 36, sorry, 3. 36 to 45 years. Add. Okay. So all these 3 codings should be completed. Are you able to do it? Just check it. Please write down. Dr. Rajan Jha is able to do it. Done. Done. Click. Okay. Varun Kumar Rai, done. Click OK. So now you are very much excited to do the things on your own. Viral Chauhan, Linda Smita, Pali Gaur. Very nice. Good. Okay. Now click on occupation. Now I will not drive the car. The car is on Tesla mode. Okay. All of you do it on your own. Please do it. Try it. What are our codes in occupation? Let us go there and see the code sheet. Right, 2 is professional and 3 is self-employed. So now drive the car on your own. Please drive it and do and say done. Please do it. Done, sir, for occupation. Very nice. Chayanika Das has done it. Good. So now you are all running with good speed. Done. Okay. Swati Mola has done it. Let me see what are the codes. 1 is for Celeride. Okay. 1 is for Celerite. Okay. Hardil Noor Singh has completed for education also. Very nice. Good. Add. Then 2 is for professional. Normally in our workshop, we are having hands-on training only. Okay. Hands-on training only. There is no, the theory is backed in the sessions only. 3, self-employed. Okay. Self-employed. Click add. Okay. Education 1, undergraduate, add 2, graduate. Product also done. Very nice. Hardil Noor Singh, very nice. 3, postgraduate. Add. Click OK. Now complete for the product. The Likert scale. 1, strongly agree. Oh, 1 is strongly disagree. 2 is disagree. 3 is neutral. 4 is strongly agree or agree. 5 is strongly agree. Add. Okay. Are you clear with this? Please write down in the chat box. Completed all the codings? Done? Done? Complete. Rajbir Saha has completed it. Sohini Poswal has completed. Swati has completed. Nisha has completed. Hardil Noor Singh, done, sir. Completed all. Very nice. Hardil Noor Singh, going very well. Very well. Suchi Sweta also completed. Very nice. Chayani Das completed. Chayanika Das has completed. Good. Now, Subham Paul has completed. Okay. Now go in data view. Just click in data view. All of you click in data view. Click in data view. Are you getting these codes? Are you able to see these codes? Write down yes or no. Are you able to see these codes? There must be some people who must not be able to see this way. No, Varun Kumar Rai is not able to see. Don't worry, Varun Kumar Rai. It is just a matter of click. Okay, it is just a matter of click. Just see here, Varun Kumar Rai, Nisha Kumar. Just click A21, A21, this one, A21, and you will be able to see. This is coded and this is decoded. Are you getting now? Are you getting it? Yes. Good. Excellent. Varun Kumar Rai, Subham Paul. Yes. Now see, I had deliberately entered. Please repeat. Sir, please here. Just see here. Suchi Sweta, Swati Mola. A21 here. This one. Just see this. Converting from code to decode. Do it. Okay. Now see. This line in which we had entered the wrong information, it is not able to pick up only that we don't have any codes for this. Okay. And this is a wrong data. And from here we can do the data cleansing, that there is no code which is there of 2. So what to do now? So what to do? You can rectify this. How you can rectify? Just go there and click on it. A drop down menu will appear that 2 does not exist. Either it is male or female. So I say it is female. Done. 40. Here also click. So either it is in this age group. So yes. Professional. Okay, I'm just doing it randomly. Don't think that there is any logic to it. So I can correct the codes from here. Just see, are you able to do it now? This is known as cleansing the data. If you have entered the wrong data. Done? Is it done? Please write down in the chat box. Okay, now you save this valuable work. How you can save this valuable work? File, save as. So wherever you want to save, you can save your valuable work with your name. Right? Three things you will save together in one folder. Three things you should always save together. What are these three things? Can anybody write down in the chat box? Three things you will save together. What are these three things you should always save together? What are these three things? Can anybody guess what are these three things which you should save together? Excel files, the raw files, then, okay, I'll tell you three things. One, the Word file, original questionnaire. Second, the raw data in Excel. And third, the data which is there in SPSS. Three things. It is not necessary, it is not necessary for SPSS to save like this, but it is for your understanding, you should save it. It will be dot save file only. Yes, it will be the dot save file only. And you can save the data with any name you want. Suppose you want to give the name demo and save it. And your file is saved. Clear? This is the way, first of all, you create the data frame in SPSS. Now, we will close this data, how to enter the data into SPSS and directly work on one file, which is there as employee data. I have given this file to all of you. Okay. See in chat box, I had sent 2 times this file. If you still are not able to locate the file, don't worry. Just write down in the chat box, I am not getting the file. Okay. So I will go there and I will open the employee data. Where is the employee data which is located or quick access? And you should be able to get this data. If you are getting it, just write down done. It is an employee data. Hardil Noor Singh, it is in the WhatsApp group. Just check. I am again press yes here, and you will get this. Okay. We are not in hurry, Hardil Noor Singh. You will be able to do it. Don't worry. See, I am again sending it in the WhatsApp group. If you are not able to get the file, don't worry. I am sending it again. Document, employee data, open. Please pick up this file from the chat box of the WhatsApp and you should be on this page. Please pick it up. If any one person is also writing that I am not clear, we will not proceed. Okay, don't worry. Hardil Noor Singh, you got the file? Say yes or no. Right, got the file. Good. Any others? Any one person who is left out? Any one person? No? Got it. Okay. Now this is your data frame. And on this data frame, we want to start some analysis. Right. First of all, you should always see what are the variables which are there. Right. What are the variables which are there? So you can expand this and you can see male, female, and this coding is there, male, female. Got it? Now you go in variable view. All of you go in variable view, right? And remove this. You can say you go, please remove this extra variables which are there. Please remove it. So we are in the process of cleansing the data. These are all extra variables which we will generate. Please remove it. Click here, right click, clear. Click here, right click, clear. Click here, right click, clear. Click, right click, clear. Okay, till minority, only 10 should be there. 1 to 10. Keep the variables till minority. Do it. Clear the way. Minority should be there. Don't delete minority. Clear the variables, all of you. If you have done it, please say done. If you have done it, please say done. Please repeat. Yes, Sipra Kumari ji. Okay. See, you can remove multiple variables also. Yes, Anu ma'am, you can repeat you can do that also. You can select all of them together, right click and clear, and it will get clear. You can do that way also. Right click, you have to right click it. Okay, you have to right click it. Done. Okay, now let us see what are the levels in the gender. So gender has been coded. M is male, F is female. Okay, fine. What is the education level? Education level has been specified as 12 standard is 12. Second year of the college is 14. Third year of the college is 15. 12 plus 3 is 15. First year of post graduation 16. So that is a level of education. Okay. Job categories. 1 is clerical. 2 is custodial. 3 is manager. Okay. Salary is in continuous scale. Salary begin is also in continuous scale. Job time is on continuous scale. That how many months since hired? How many months since employee has been hired? What is his previous experience? Is the person present in the minority? Yes or no? Is the person present in the minority? Yes or no? Now, what is this minority? We don't know because this is the data of US 1994. This is a US data, right? It is US data and it is always given in the SPSS default data set. This is already present in your data set which has been given by SPSS. And we are using this. It is US data, not an Indian data. And we don't know what is minority. But for here, let us keep this thing that this is also one of the variable. Okay, let's proceed. Let's proceed and come back here. Now, understanding the analysis which can be conducted on univariate and bivariate. Okay, what do I mean by univariate and bivariate? So, just a minute, all of you. Right. So, the variable can be categorized into 3 components, or you can say there are 4 levels of, basically there are 4 levels: nominal, ordinal, okay, interval, and ratio, right? Now, the software does not differentiate between these 2 variables. For software, these 2 variables are collectively known as scale variable. Okay, but what is the theoretical difference between them? Let us understand. What is the theoretical difference between them? The theoretical difference is that the ratio is, the example of ratio is weight, height. It means that a variable can be in decimal. It can be measured in decimal. It is continuous. It is continuous, and it is having true zero. It is having true zero. Please go on writing. Please go on taking these notes. Please go on taking these notes. If you want, I will send it to you also. I will send the notes to you. Don't worry. I will send the notes to you. But for your purpose, because my handwriting are not, you can say, very good handwriting. So if you want to keep the notes, you can do that also. Now, all the characteristics which are there of ratio scale are present here also. But the difference is that here 0 is not a true 0. Now, what does that mean? 0 is not a true 0. What does that mean? It means that suppose in the night, your clock is displaying the message that clock displays the message 00.00. Does it mean that it is no time? No, it does not mean that it is no time. It is 12 o'clock in the night. You have gone to any hill station and there the temperature is 0 degrees Celsius. Does it mean that there is no temperature? No, it does not mean that there is no temperature. The temperature is there. So here 0 does not mean that there is an absence of phenomena. Absence of phenomena, the phenomena is present. But here 0 means complete 0. It is gone. 0 weight, no weight. 0 height, no height. What is the difference in then ordinal? The ordinal is rank. Okay, ordinal is rank. Say for example, in your class, somebody is having roll number 1 and a student has got first rank in the class. First rank in the class. Which number is giving more meaning? Please write down in the chat box. Which number is giving more meaning? Roll number 1 or rank 1? More meaning. Yes, rank 1. So the rank 1 is talking about the dedication of the commitment. Sir, no sound. Alpna ma'am, everybody is able to listen. There is a problem from your side. Organizers, are you able to listen to me?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So, Alpna ma'am is facing a problem. Okay, Alpna ma'am is only facing a problem. Right. So rank 1 is giving more meaning. It is talking about motivation, dedication, commitment of the student. And therefore, when any number is having a meaning hidden in it, then it is a rank. For example, the jersey which a sports person is wearing, jersey number 10, does not have any meaning. But the ICC rankings of the players has got the meaning. And therefore, when any number so then it is a rank. Assistant professor, associate professor, professor, rank. Colonel, major, lieutenant, rank. Right. So that is all we are talking about, the rank. Then comes the last category, which is nominal. Nominal, here we talk about yes and no, bias, yes and no, male, female. Okay, bias, non-bias. Right. Now, listen again carefully that you should capture the data on the highest scale. Okay, you should capture the data on the highest scale, which is ratio. You can lower the data and bring it to the nominal scale. Okay, but suppose you have captured the data on the nominal scale, You cannot go there. You cannot reach to the higher scale. Okay. Now, what does that mean? Layman example. Okay. So, what is my punchline? My punchline is that statistics should be fun with learn. Okay. Fun with learn. You purchase a LED TV, high resolution TV. Okay. You can convert that high resolution TV into black and white, nominal scale. Okay. It means that you have asked someone the age on direct scale. 32. What is your age? You can lower the scale, you can group it, you can say high above 40, below 40. You can do all that jugglery. But suppose you have purchased the black and white TV, you will not be able to make it color. What does that mean? What does that mean? Another example. The another example is the percentage of the students which are there. Ratio scale. If I am having percentage of students, can I get the information what rank he has secured in the class? Yes, I can say that. If I am having percentage, can I say that he is pass or fail? Yes, I can say that. But suppose I have captured the data directly on pass and fail. Can I extrapolate and tell that what will be your percentage? No, I will not be in the position to do this. Okay. So always capture the data on the highest scale. We can change the groups. We can make the new groups. All these things I am going to show you here today. Right. We can do all that things. Right. So I am removing this and let us try to understand what are the types of analysis which we are able to do. What are types of analysis which we are able to do? Univariate analysis. When your variable is nominal scale, univariate. Okay. What can be here? Male and female. What I can do? I can make chart that in my survey, this many are male and this many are female. Male, female, counts can be generated. Right. This I can do. Which measure I can take? Which measure can be, which descriptive statistics I can use? I can use mode. Right. I can use mode here. I will explain why mean cannot be taken. I will explain that also. Now comes ordinal. Ordinal. Right. What we can do here? We can also plot the bar chart here. And in case of ordinal, we can compute median and mode. Then comes the scale variable. Okay, software does not differentiate between them. A continuous weight and height. So here we are plotting normally the histograms. See, this is histograms are not bar chart. Histograms are continuously connected frequency. If you remember, 15 to 25, 25 to 35, 35 to 45. And therefore, when we are connecting the midpoints of it, we are getting the histograms. Right. So it is a continuous variable and therefore mean, median, and mode can be computed. Now, why I cannot compute mean in the case of nominal variable? Say, for example, you have coded male as 1 and female as 0. Can you write in your research paper that out of 200 respondents, the mean gender is 0.6? Does it have any meaning? The mean gender is 0.6. Write down in the chat box. Does it hold any meaning? Write down in chat box. And that is the reason we don't use mean in case of nominal variable. So what is the most handy thing? How to remember it? Okay. So there is a key. What is the key? The key is this. Please take this key, all of you. The key is nominal, ordinal, scale, mode, median, and mean. Right? So what is the key? The key is, in case of nominal, you can compute this. In case of ordinal, you can compute this. In scale, you can compute this. Please write down this key so that you don't commit the mistake. Clear? Again, come back to our SPSS file. And you can see the scaling has been done. That the first is ID, the scale variable. Gender is nominal, fine. Birth date is scale. Education is ordinal. Job category is ordinal. Salary is continuous. Salary begin is continuous. Job time is continuous. Minority is ordinal. You make it nominal. You click here and make it nominal. Okay, you make it nominal. Done? Is it done? Please show the key again. Yes, yes, ma'am. Okay. Now, first of all, nominal, right? Nominal. We want to carry out some basic, which variable I have to change to scale to nominal? Last one, nominal. This one, minority. Minority, okay? Minority. Right. Now, first basic analysis. Go in analyze descriptive statistics. Okay. There are two options which are there, right? There are two options which are there, right? Two options which are there. Before we proceed, I want you to remember something, okay? Okay. Please be with me, right? How many of you have watched Dhamal movie? Write down in the chat box. It has got the meaning. How many of you have watched Dhamal movie? Okay, please write down in chat box. No, you have not seen? Anybody who has seen Dhamal movie? I have. Yes. No. Okay. Now I will try to make you remember one scene. The scene is that they are in the plane, and the question is being asked by from the room, control room, that can you see the red button? Okay, can you see the red button? And what was the answer which was given? What was the answer which was given after that? Huh? What was the answer? Anybody remembers that thing? What was the answer? Can you see the red button? And the answer was don't press. Yes, Polygon. दो वो नहीं दबाना था, वो रेड बटन नहीं दबाना था. So what is the moral of the story? The moral of the story is that don't click anything on your own, because every click is important. Please follow my footsteps. Please follow my footprints. Is it clear? Fine. Again, let's come back here. Analyze. Descriptive. Now, when you are having nominal and ordinal, you will go for the first one, frequencies. Please write down. When you are having nominal and ordinal, you will go for the frequencies. Please write down on one page. Got it? And when you are having a scale variable, the ratio variable, the interval variable, you will go in the second one, descriptives. Got it? If you forget this, then also you should not be worried about it, because see the icons. See the icons. The icons is that the icons of descriptive is mean and standard deviation. Naturally, the mean and standard deviation can be computed only of a scale variable. Got it? So when you are having nominal and ordinal, go for first one. If you are having descriptives, you are having a scale variable, go for second one. So first of all, frequencies. Click here. Is this window appearing? Say yes or no. Say yes or no. Okay. Now you tell me which is the variable which I can analyze in this window. You tell me. You can scroll and tell me which is the variable which I can analyze in this window. We are in frequencies. Which variable? Okay, Sridevi is saying all. Chayanika is saying gender. Okay. Subham Paul is saying gender. Good. Education level. Okay. Let us learn the right thing by doing the wrong thing. Is it clear? Let us learn the right thing by doing the wrong thing. We will enter two right things and one wrong thing. No, all are not nominal. Jagdish sir, all are not nominal. Okay. We will enter that. First of all, gender. We will not analyze the employee code because they are all unique and therefore it is not necessary for us to analyze. So gender, education level, minority. No, all nominal data. Yes, all nominal data. Fine. Yes, Jagdish sir. Now I got it. You are correct. You are correct now. And the current salary. Current salary is wrong. Still I am entering it. Still I am entering it. Please be, I am saying it specifically. Current salary is wrong. But still I am entering it to make you understand that what happens if you enter wrong thing. Enter this 5 variables, all of you. Enter it. Enter it. Okay. Go in statistics. Right. Normally, as this is it is an nominal, we click on mode. We don't use mean. Okay, we don't use mean here. Mode. Continue. Charts. Bar chart. Percentage. Okay, bar charts. Percentages. Continue. Done? Are you all with me on same page? Please repeat the steps. Yes, ma'am. Charts, bar charts, percentages. Continue. Click on format. Organize output by variables. Second one. Second one, organize output by variables. Continue.
Excuse me, sir.
Yeah.
So can you repeat it from the frequency tab only? Some people are not getting it, how to get to the window and
Yeah,
all.
yeah. Sure. Okay. Okay, sure. Analyze frequencies. Okay. Analyze frequencies. Gender. Transfer from here. Education level. Employment category. Minority classification. And one wrong thing. After format, yeah, Dr. Anu, I'm showing it here. Statistics, click on statistics. Mode. Continue. Click charts, bar charts, percentages. Continue. Click on format, organize output by variables. Continue. Click OK. Did you got this? Write down in chat box. Did you got this graphs? Okay. Now you can interpret this way that out of 474 respondents, 45.6% are female and 54.4% are male. But don't use the word. It can be concluded, it can be interpreted, because these are descriptive statistics. And in descriptive statistics, you cannot write the word, right? You cannot use these words, right? So it has been I can conclude, I can interpret. Don't use it. Just write down out of 474 respondents, 45.6% are female and 54.4% are male. But I am not getting the percentage in this window. What should I do? So just click in this blue window. A new window will appear. Got the new window? Got this new window? Did you got the new window? It is again, see, this blue bar chart is there, no? Double click on it and you will get this window. Again double click. You will get this window. Now click here. Show data labels. Click here. Second one. Click here. Show data labels. Again the third window will appear. Right. You can adjust your percentage wherever you want. You can click apply here. You can keep it apply here. You can keep it apply here, right? Close, close. And now you will get the percentage. Are you getting it? Please write down in the chat box. Please write down in the chat box. See, I'm again repeating. Click on bar chart. Double click. A window will appear. Just click on this second one. Second one. You will get this side. Now, here I can pick up custom. I can keep custom and I can say apply and I can here get the percentages. And then when I close this, it will get changed on the original one. Done? Fine. Let's scroll down and see the education level. Education level has also given the good picture. Got it? Then see the employment category. Done. Very nice. Minority classification. Very nice. And now comes the wrong thing. See, it has generated the frequency for each and every salary amount, and your graph will be so clumsy. It will be so clumsy. So this is wrong thing which I am trying to teach you. See, this is wrong. So what is the moral of the story? The moral of the story is you cannot have a bar chart for the continuous variable. Got it? All of you are getting it, this thing? Got it? Is it clear? You cannot have the bar chart for continuous variable. It generates a wrong result. Okay. Then what we can do is, sir, you can repeat the percentage thing. Yes, Subham Paul, we will repeat it again. For Subham Paul, let us use another. Let us use employment category. Go in this bar zone. Subham Paul, go in this bar, blue bar. Double click on it. Okay. Possibly you will get a shaded portion. Again, double click on it. You will get this window. Click second one. You will get the percentage. Close it. Are you getting Subham Paul? Mr. Paul? Yes. Fine. Clear. So this is also clear. Now let us come back to the notes. Again, the notes. What analysis can be conducted in terms of bivariate? Okay, bivariate. What two variables together? What I can do? So here I am again removing this thing, and again I go back here and start thinking. Two variables together. Now, what are the combinations which can happen? The combinations which can happen are, in case of nominal are, sorry, in case of two variables are nominal. Let us club nominal and ordinal into one. Nominal and ordinal into one, and scale variable into another. Okay. Nominal and ordinal into one, and scale into one. Now this nominal and ordinal is also known as non-metric. Non-metric. And this is also known as metric. Meter. Metric. Okay. Similarly, here also I will take the same thing. NO, non-metric. And metric. I'm making a set. Please make the table, all of you. Please maintain the notes, good notes. Please maintain the good notes. Okay. Now comes non-metric to non-metric, non-metric to non-metric, categorical to categorical. The example is, say for example, on one side we are having gender, and on another side we are having the categorical variable as minority. Okay, gender and minority. Can anybody tell me what we can do? Or we can also have gender and employment category, category of the employment. What type of analysis can be done in this zone? Any any guess? Any guess which can do? Yeah, chi-square can be done, right? Correlation, no, Chayan Kya Das, correlation cannot be done. Why? I will tell you. Yes, Chayan Kya Das, I will tell you why correlation cannot be done. Which gender is more employed than other? No, t-test cannot be done, ma'am. This is the reason I am going from a very basic, Dr. Anu. Okay, t-test cannot be done. Both are running in category. And therefore, you will first plot the contingency table, and you can do chi-square. Okay, you can do chi-square. Now, hypothesis, what are the words which are reserved for this component? Let us try to understand. What are the words which are reserved for this component? So the words which are reserved for this is HO, null. There is no association. We have to use the word there is no association between X and Y. So this is reserved here. Please maintain these notes. Yes, yes, Dr. Anu, because they are non-metric. Yes, you are right now. Because they are non-metric. Now you are okay. Dr. Anu, you are right. Now we are taking the extreme part. This extreme part. Metric to metric. Okay. Let us take the example. Metric to metric. The current salary and the beginning salary. Metric to metric. What is the type of the analysis which can be done? Both are in scale. What we can do here? What type of analysis can be done here? No, no, Sridevi ma'am, no chi-square, no chi-square. Both are metric, ma'am. No, Reshma KG, no. Yes, you can do Alpna Barua, correlation can be done. So here you can do, so here correlation. No, Jagdish sir, no. ANOVA cannot be done. Correlation and regression can be done. Correlation and regression. What are the words which are reserved for the hypothesis here? The words which are reserved here is there is no significant relationship between X and Y. For correlation, the null. For regression, there is no significant impact or influence or effect of X on Y. These are the words which are reserved here. For non-metric, if both of them are Dr. Anu, or if both of them are non-metric, then we use association. In the next example, we are going to take, if one is non-metric and another is metric, then what to do? Right. Now comes the thing here. This zone. Yeah, this zone. Now, when you are in this zone and this zone, the first basic question you should ask is, which is your dependent variable? Okay. So if I say that if this is my dependent variable, say for example, okay, if this is my dependent variable, this, and this is my independent variable, this side entire. Okay. Now here, gender and beginning salary. Gender is independent variable running in non-metric. Beginning is the dependent variable, scale variable running in metric. Which analysis can be conducted? Can anybody tell me? Yes, Jayshree ma'am, perfect. It is t-test or ANOVA. If there are more than two categories, more than two levels, see, gender is having male, female. But say, for example, even employment category is there. Employment category means clerical, custodial, and so we can use t-test and ANOVA. So what will be my null hypothesis? What test I can conduct here? In this zone, I can do t-test and ANOVA. What is a null hypothesis? What are the words which are reserved for this? The words which are reserved for this are: there is no significant difference in current salary according to the age. According to the age of the respondent. Sorry, according to the gender. According to the gender. Clear? Please maintain good notes. Yes, Dr. Annu, which question? Please repeat your question. Which question should I repeat, ma'am? Dr. Annu, ma'am, which question should I repeat? Which question should I repeat, ma'am? Till that time, sir, non-metric and metric. Yeah. So non-metric, the question is which type of analysis should be done if your dependent variable is, see, this is your dependent variable. Your dependent variable is located here. Okay. Dependent variable is here. Beginning salary, it is in scale, metric. And here independent variable is gender. In non-metric, which analysis we can do? We can do t-test and ANOVA. We will be able to do all these things one by one. Okay, don't worry. Hitesh sir will also clear most of your doubts. Now, what type of analysis we can do when in this cell? What we can do in this cell? When your dependent variable is non-metric and your independent variable is in scale, what type of analysis we can do? Any guess? Any guess? No idea? Okay. So here we can do logistic regression. And we can do discriminant analysis in this zone. Okay. We can do this analysis, right? There are many types of analysis beyond this, like structural equation modeling and all this. But at present, for this workshop, you can keep yourself limited, curtailed to here only. Okay, let us come back on our original SPSS file. And I want to see the relationship between gender and job category. Okay, category to category. I want to see what type of analysis can be done from for gender on employment category. That how many, what is the composition of male and female? Sir, for logistic regression, it is necessary that there should be only two categories in the output variable. Yes, it is necessary. If there are more than two categories, Chayanika Das, then you should go for discriminant analysis. LR is not in this workshop, but I will in any other forum. At present, we are not having. Here we are having a basic palette only. Right. What type of analysis can be done with these two variables? Gender, categorical, education, nominal. What type of analysis can be done? Any rough guess? Any rough guess? Any rough guess? See, connecting the theory, we learn all these things. But when it comes implication to the original data frame, we normally get confused. It happens with every researcher. So that I'm not able to understand this thing. Okay. Yeah, Dr. Anu, chi-square can be done. Definitely. 101%. So what we'll do? Go in analyze, descriptive statistics, cross steps. Okay, cross steps. Transfer gender into row and employment category into column. There is no such rule why gender should come in row and column. You can shuffle this thing this way also, that gender is in column. Whatever form of output do you want, you can generate that level of output. So I am keeping as it is now, gender in row, employment category, column. Okay, click on statistics. Click on statistics. Click chi-square. From here, you can click chi-square. Continue. Cells. Click on cells. Row and column. Continue. I am again repeating statistics, chi-square, cells, row and column. Continue. And one last tick. Display clustered bar charts. Display clustered bar chart. Click OK. Are you getting this result? Please say yes or no in the chat box. Please repeat. Yes, Anu ma'am. I'm repeating it for you. Okay. It is to be repeated for most of them. Analyze, descriptive, cross steps. Okay. Transfer gender here, employment category here. Click on statistics. Click on chi-square. Continue. Cells, row and column. Continue. Click on display clustered bar charts and press OK. Got it? Organizers, till what time we can continue? Organizers? Hello?
So we can continue it till 12:15 or
Okay,
maybe
fine.
12:20. It's okay?
Okay. 12:15 till 12:15 we can continue.
Yeah, 12:15 to 12:20.
That's good. Okay. Display clustered bar charts. Yes, yes, ma'am. See at the fag end, the bar charts will be there, ma'am. See, this is a clustered bar charts. Okay. Now let us try to interpret. Now the interpretation of the p-value of this 0.05 chi-square Everything will be done by Hitesh sir. Okay, Hitesh sir will be explaining all these things of p-value. Okay, at present we are in the mode of descriptive statistics. In the next session, from where Hitesh sir will pick up, right? He will be doing parametric and non-parametric test, and he will cover all these things. Okay. Then I will again be there. I'll be doing on normality and regression and ANOVA, right? But let us understand first what it is generating. It is generating the result in this format, that female in the clerical are 206, right? In manager level 10 are there. In custodial 0 female. Okay. Male in clerical is 157, in custodial 27 and 74. It will generate the statistics in two ways. We had done some tick, rows tick and column ticks. So when I'm ticking on rows, the percentage within employment category. So here 206 divided by 363 will generate 56.7. 206 divided by 366 will generate 56.7. Okay. 157 divided by 363 will give me the figure 43.3% because it is within the employment category. But percentage within gender. So 206 divided by 216 will give me 95.4%. 10 divided by 216 will give me this 4.6%. And this is the way the entire contingency table is generated, category to category. Got it? All of you are clear now? Is it done? Is it clear for you? Yes, done. Now let us take the another example. The another example is that I want to see both of them running in continuous scale. Both of them are in continuous scale. That is beginning salary to current salary. What I can do? I can go for regression and correlation. But let us try to plot the graph of it. Okay. Both of them are in continuous. So analyze. Sorry, go in graphs. That will be better. Graphs, legacy dialogues, scatter plot. Define. I take current salary on y-axis, beginning salary on x-axis. Click OK. Can you see the scatter plot? Both of them are running in continuous scale. Got it? Got it? Are you clear with this? Both of them are running in continuous scale. We got the scatter plot. Okay, let us go back on this. We don't have any female in custodial category. See. So can I say that the company's policy is gender biased company? Can I say that words? Yes or no? The company is gender biased. Can I use such words? Yes or no? There are no postings in custodial category of females. Can I say company is biased? Say yes or no. Say yes or no. Yes. You cannot say that thing. Right? You should not use the rosy language in the research. The fantabulous result has been found. Super se bhi upar result has been found. Mind-blowing research has been done. Don't use such words. The company is biased. The company is the company is because we don't know that what is a role in the custodial category. It may be that in the case of custodial category, the role demands such thing that we cannot allow females. Possibly it may be of a soft floor, or maybe there may be some reason, and you are passing a judgment that company is biased towards female. First, try to understand the role, and then you should write down the analysis. Okay, don't use flowery language, don't use adjectives in your research. You should represent more.
Excuse me, sir, are you there? I think there is some problem in sir's internet connection. You can wait for 5 minutes in that case.
Hello,
Hello?
hello.
Hello?
Yeah, am I audible?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Hello.
Yes. Yes, sir. Now you are audible, sir.
Okay. Yeah, fine, fine. Okay, let's proceed. Now I have already explained to you that what you can do in, see, this set I have already explained, right? Regression and correlation, this interpretation of chi-square will be taken by Hitesh sir. Correlation and regression tomorrow I will discuss. The only thing which is left out is t-test and ANOVA. This Hitesh sir will explain how to do the t-test and ANOVA. But for your understanding, let me try to show you the basics from where you can proceed. So go here, okay, analyze. Compare means you are comparing the means. Compare means independent sample t-test. I want to compare that is the current salary different in male and female. Drop it here. All of you, please drop it here. Done? Done? Now transfer gender here, which is a grouping variable. You are comparing the two groups, right? Define the group. M for male M, for female F. Continue. Is it done? Please write down in the chat box, done. Yes, I will repeat. Don't worry, I will repeat. Don't worry about the interpretation part. We will take care of it. We are trying to see all the options which are available. There will be everything which will be taught. What is p-value, how the p-value is interpreted, everything will be done. At present, we are trying to show you from where you should explore all these menus, right? So analyze, descriptive statistics, compare means, independent sample t-test. I want to see, is there any significant difference in current salary according to the male and female? Transfer it here. Define groups, M male, F female. Continue, click, and you will get the result. So I stop here. From here, Hitesh sir will pick up that how to analyze the results of independent sample t-test, the parametric test. Okay, normality testing, regression, ANOVA will be done tomorrow. Today, Hitesh sir will be talking about parametric test. Thank you. Over to you, organizers.
Thank you so much, sir. It was wonderful session. I believe everyone who was involved into the workshop had gained a lot from the basics. I've never seen such workshop where everything has been done from the basic, from where to start and how to download things and how to do everything from scratch. So it was a very wonderful session, sir. We will be stopping the session from now and we'll restart at 2 o'clock and we'll be sending you the link by 1:30. Please check your mails. If you don't get the mail, please check the WhatsApp. I'll be sending the mail over there also.
Thank
Thank
you.
you very much. And thank you, Dhaval sir. We'll be welcoming you tomorrow also.
Thank you. Thank you.
We'll be
Okay.
waiting for you tomorrow,
Thank
sir.
you. Thank you.
Okay,
Thank you.
sir.
Thank you.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you. Okay.